you're hoping that's how your team responds after disappointing loss, and it was great. It was great. Got the crowd energized, and they stayed energized. It was a phenomenal environment in here tonight, and that was big. And then I also thought our response in the second half after they made their run, that was a very, very good sign for us moving forward.
Mark, the battle inside that Anton did with Oscar, won his share. I know Oscar got a lot of points, but what did you make of
Anton was phenomenal tonight. I mean, he was spectacular, and I mean, if we can get that out of him every night, we're going to be just fine. It's exactly how I think all of us want, and that's the best of Anton. And I mean, he locked up with Oscar all night, did a great job. Everyone Oscars were tough. I mean, it's surprising that he ended up with 20. That's how good a player he is. But I thought Anton was not only phenomenal there, but also on the glass, and then also offensively. He was big time for us. I mean, we leaned on him to bring the ball up the floor, and handle their press, and he did a lot.
Anton, we spoke before the season about specifically this game. You said it was one of your dreams to have Kentucky come to Spokane. You played one of their best games you played at Gonzaga. Just what did tonight mean to you?
It felt really good. We knew it was going to be a big game. We took an L our last game, so I think we were just trying to focus on the win. But obviously, it's in Spokane. I'm from Spokane, so I've been playing on this game for a long time and thinking about it. So it felt good to come out and get the W.
Drew, what was the motivation level of this team the last few days coming off of Wednesday? And you guys obviously got out to a hot start and kind of maintained it. Can you just speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, all-time high. Let me tell you what's not fun is being around this guy after a game that we play down in Austin. So easy to be motivated, and the one thing about us is, we might screw up, but we're going to respond and we're going to bounce back. And I think it's a testament to our character, this team's character. While this road may not be perfect, one thing is we're going to respond and we're going to come out swinging. So that's a good thing to know, and it's just a testament to Coach, what he's put in us, and then just how we're able to rally as a group.
For any of the players, did you get a sense early on that you guys wanted it more than Kentucky?
No. I feel like we kind of showed that the way we came out. I mean, quick, a lot of energy. I mean, a big focus of ours as of recent was just, picking each other up. When Anton gets a bucket, that I'm celebrating it too. So I feel like we did a great job of that early on. And I feel like it kind of, shook him. At first, it came out kind of cool. And I feel like, we came out with fire, especially from this last game.
I don't think it's about wanting. Okay, that's a really, really competitive group in there. It's just about, we came out and played great. We hit shots and we were flying around. I think it's just the energy, I think, was probably the difference. They want to win just as bad as we want to win.
How much confidence does that give you, though, when you can start like that against a team like that?
Oh, tremendous. As we started the conference with, tremendous. Especially coming off what we just got done with. We needed some positive things to happen, and to do it against that caliber of opponent, I think really helped fuel our confidence even more. And then, like I said, what was even probably more critical for us was to respond after we knew Kentucky was going to make a run, and to respond there late in the second half was big.
Mark, was there anything that surprised you that you were able to get done against Kentucky that you maybe didn't think you would?
Listen, when we go 19 for 21, we're just talking in the locker room at the free throw line. We haven't been doing that in these games. When we turned it over like a lot tonight still, but like our turnovers were more. We were being assertive, and we were staying aggressive, and they were more of that variety instead of just kind of the soft variety, which we had the other night. And then, to be honest with you, the way we were rebounding. I didn't know that we could hang with them on the glass, and I was really, really pleased that we, especially after that first half, I thought we did a great job on the glass.
Coach, you talked about the relevance of a Kentucky coming to Spokane, and now they came to Spokane, and you guys got a big win. Can you look at the big picture of that?
Yeah, it's big. There's, Dave, there's all kinds of, variables or stuff that goes into having a top program, and probably the last piece is, there's winning. It takes, and we've won for quite a long time, and then the recruiting kind of picks up after that, and then the final piece is to be kind of accepted, and where it is okay to go play at your place or go play, in your town. And Cal deserves a ton of credit for that. I mean, they can sit and play. I mean, they make tons of money when they play home games. But I think both of us have served on these committees now, and we see where college basketball is, and we see just how important playing these games are right now at this time of year. And to get, and I'm guessing it probably got a great number tonight, and there was a lot of eyeballs on it, and I think it'll be really, really good for the sport. But yeah, it's great for Gonzaga, and it's a huge accomplishment to get such a great program to come here and play us.
For Drew and Julian, what did you guys think of Anton's dunk? Have you heard a crowd that loud at any point in your career?
No, I mean, that was definitely up there for one of the loudest moments of my career. And I mean, it caught me by surprise. I mean, I know Anton could do it, but I mean, you don't see it too often. So I mean, just I feel like the moment and the time that it happened, during a run, and like, I mean, it shocked me. I mean, my facial expression was, I was shocked. It's big time.
Drew.
I don't even want to say what I thought, but I was just cheesing. Like, I was just like, this is crazy. Like, and he can do it, and like we've seen him do it before, but like to see him like actually do it in this stage, in this place, like
we'd like to see it more. Right?
Yes, every time. Like, we'd love to see that a lot more, and it's just awesome, and like, yeah, just excited.
Julian.
Julian, you led the team in rebounding tonight. Was that something that you thought coming into this game you wanted to get more aggressive on the boards?
I mean, coach is always harping on me to crash the glass, being one of our bigger guards and bigger wings. So, I mean, it's always an emphasis. But I mean, everything's going back to just how Anton played. I mean, our game plan was, Anton's going to be locked up with Sheepway all night. That I need to fly in there and grab the boards off the rim. So, I mean, Anton kind of just cleared the way, and I just went up and got him. So, I mean, it's really all kudos to Anton for opening those lanes.
Mark, was this an easier scout for you maybe than normal, just because you guys have played a common opponent in Michigan State, so you kind of knew, strengths and weaknesses for both?
No, I would just say that it probably helped us a little bit in just kind of healing our mental state of mind with, we had just got done playing Michigan State. We're fortunate enough to get out of there with a win, so I think our guys saw that, and most of the clips are from that game, and I would say that probably helped the most.
For Drew, you guys obviously saw Oscar a couple years ago at West Virginia. What was it like matching up with him again a couple years later, and what did you just make of the battle down there?
Yeah, he's a hell of a player, and it's like his hands have their own gravitational pull on rebounds. I mean, they just always on the ball, and he's a force. And he was National Player of the Year. Like, he's an amazing player, and that's just how much more proud we are of Tom. I mean, that's no easy task for anybody, clearly. I mean, he still got, what did he get, 20 and 15, but it didn't feel like it, like with players like that, you can't let them get easy ones, but you got to do your best to contain them, and I don't think Tom could have done anything better. I thought he did a great job on him just because of how high of a caliber player Bo is.
Coach,
he's gotten a lot better now too. I mean, since we last played him, I mean, they've done a phenomenal job of developing him. I mean, he's in great shape, and he's much more load than the first time we played him. Much more, got a lot better offensive skills, moves. He's a handful.
Coach, what can you say about Regier down the stretch?
Oh, he was huge. He was huge. I mean, we also leaned on him to handle the ball more because Nolan was in foul trouble, but we need him to handle the ball more. I think that's probably when we're at our best, when everybody's kind of sharing it. But obviously, when those deep threes are going in, it makes life a lot easier. It stretches the floor more for Drew, and then he does a great job at the free throw line. So. All of those things, I mean, for him to get 24 is huge. I think we're going to need more scoring out of him as we move forward this year. He's been a little bit reluctant or reticent to be quite as aggressive.
Mark, you guys have their two best shooters at 3 of 13 from three. Was there anything
Yeah,
Did
no.
you get to bother them?
We just tried to stay locked in on them. We thought that was a real big key, was just not getting them going. And it was scary. They kind of, you know, Frederick got his first one on that crazy loose ball. It seems like exchanged teams' hands like 3 times there. It was on the floor. Everybody's waiting for him to call a jump, and they didn't. And he hit his first one, and I was like, oh boy, look out. And then Wheeler hit one, and then I thought Wallace did a really nice job. He hadn't been scoring that much off the bounce, and he had a couple. But Toppin was exceptional too. I mean, those are the epitome of what we call tough twos, and we usually invite those with our defense. But he was making them. But our guys were totally keyed in on those guards shooting the 3 ball, because if they're making those threes and you got Oscar inside, I mean, it's almost impossible.
You guys weren't sure about Nolan's status after Wednesday.
Or Julian. Julian
yeah.
was down and out also. So those guys toughed it out and showed a lot of guts and a lot of heart and toughness, and laid it all out there tonight.
We have time for 2 more questions. Mark, what is the origin of your relationship with Coach Cal, and just how has that kind of grown over time?
I mean, we've, obviously being in the profession and running into each other, played a lot. We had a nice series going with Memphis and Gonzaga back in the day, because we kind of both needed it then. And then again, it was just getting together and setting that up, so we were always talking on that. And then we've really been on a lot of committees together, and then our friendship has really grown. I mean, we talked numerous times during the week, and he's always on. He's always on, and he really cares about basketball and college basketball and even NBA basketball. He's got so many great players in the NBA, but he's a good man.
Last question.
Mark, can we get you to just address kind of the next games that you've got coming up, more difficult games coming up this next week?
Yeah, I just told the guys we can enjoy this one tonight, and then we'll head for Portland here in a little bit. And PK 85 is just loaded with great teams, and it's just great to get this one under our belt, because there's many more coming down the stretch. So we start with Portland State. It's a scrappy bunch. It just beat Oregon State last night, and then we'll see what happens after that. But there's that tournament is loaded.
Thanks, guys.